Randy said something in their last show, and then he goes, "Watch, Quentin's going to clip this in 5 minutes. It'll be on Facebook." Well, it was the next day, but
yeah, sometimes good work takes time, right?
Should we go ahead? Should we interrupt and?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay, Randy, I don't know if you know, but your choices are the sheepdog duck, the frog horse coyote, the rooster pig cow, and the bird cat turkey.
Yeah, that's only 4 animals.
Yeah.
He wants the horse. The horse, of course.
Of course. Okay, hold on. All right, you ready?
Quentin dials in the secret combination.
Shut up.
This is the horse.
Whoa, it's like triggers outside of my door.
Or Mr. Ed at the
Let's
beginning.
do that again. Hold on. Just for Randy. It's 2.
This is the horse.
Whoa, Wilbur.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's way more than $1.47.
I know, right? Where do we get rid of that? There we go. Oh, it just went back. That's cool. All right. So we have these chords. So we have A.
Yes, I see that all, Dave. I'm not even going to go there.
To G. To D. To F6. Could also think of it as a B flat major 7.
That's a party chord.
Pretty, huh?
That's party.
Right. But the notes in it, we have this. It's got the same chromaticism in it as a certain Zed Zeppelin song that I'll talk about. All right. So clearly it's not in one key. So we go from the A as like a 1 chord, and then a D as a 4 chord. But then we go to G, which is like a 7 chord, to E, which is a 5, to F, which just isn't in the key. So it messes around. It's very chromatic in places. So if we look at the voicing of each chord, our first one is A, C sharp, and E. The E is then A, G sharp, B, and E. The G is then A, G, B, D. The D is A, F sharp, A, D. And then the F6 is A, F, A, D. And then F on the top for good measure. F a diff. All right, now the fun bit is when you try and make that fit a key, a scale. Because like I say, it sounds great. So what we have in it is we have A, B, C sharp, D, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. And that does not fit like A major. We've got extra notes. So if you look at the next row, I actually break it down into, intervals, the numerical version. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 5, 6, flat 7, 7 is our scale.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, right? So we have, it starts off major, A to B to C sharp to D to E. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the major scale. But then after that, it just gets sketchy. So that's our scale. Not one key. So you can imagine that if you're trying to solo over something like this, you've really got to be aware of what the relationships are from one chord to the next. Because they all sound great together.
Yeah, right.
But if you tried to just play with like A major over it, there be dragons. Yep, there be dragons for sure. Well, yeah, I haven't said the D word yet, dogs. So I know you're lost.
I wasn't going to say anything, and
Yep.
and But to me, something like that, you would really have to play melodically, right? I don't
Yes.
think you just want to try to rip away. You want to try to Neil Sean that sucker and
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's why you need to sort of look at what notes are in the chord. So that's where you know what you're aiming for in your melodies, right? So,
right. Instead of when Steve calls out A minor, I just rip away and A minor or whatever the relative major.
because there's all sorts of cool little chord progressions, and that's out of one of my songs, and that again has a chromatic. And another one of mine is just,
Holy crap!
yeah. So and it's weird because it's E major to an E flat major first inversion. So think of the plush chorus, then G sharp minor 7, and then F sharp major in the first position, first inversion, then B minor 7, and then G major or E minor, so E minor 6 really.
Fucking hippies.
So yeah,
I'm telling you, I've never played that.
you really never played it. Like it's the most cowboy chord going.
Never. I don't think I've ever played that chord.
That's something. That is something. I am impressed, shocked, but impressed. All right, and then we have like the idea of like, well, so what can we use these for? And so our final page here. How do I get that? Is it this?
I don't think you can you?
It's I can click on it, but it don't do nothing. So I need page 3.
Damn it! It.
I think this. See, I'm moving my cursor so you can see it, but that doesn't help.
Oh, whoops!
You deleted it. You.
That one there, or the next one? Which one? That one?
We want the last page, page 3. So there's page 2 is just half writing and then blank.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it. That's the third page.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sandra. Unfortunately, these are my monkeys and this is my circus.
What is she saying?
Just 3 little letters.
Oh, John DeShane. I'd say round eye. Be careful. Wear your seatbelt.
Hey, where's the thing?
Oh, I gotta present it. I didn't do
Yeah.
that.
You got to present it. Yeah. You can post those 3 letters again, Sandra. There we go. Excellent.
Well, she talks about the 3 dots. I'm just trying to find the one button. Oh,
Right.
I'm sorry. That was. Hold on. I can't even do a show without somebody calling me and disturb.
So anyway,
Hello?
this is page
R2
1.
R3 locking up. What's up, bro? It's
It never gets
hilarious.
old. It never gets old.
Never.
Anyway, that's page 1. Can we have page 3?
That's not.
No. It's the other one with like just tab. No. Oh, there's you. Almost. Oh, that's page 2. You're almost there. We're sneaking up on it. There we go.
That it?
All right. All right. Does that obscure anything at the bottom? No, it doesn't. We can leave that just as is. All right. So this is an idea of a 2 guitar part. So if you're recording in a studio and you had a nice little chord progression and you're like, how can I record it with 2 guitars where I'm not just playing the same thing twice? Right. So our chord progression is D to G to E7 to A sus4 to A. You got it.
bop, bop, ooh, oh, yeah, yeah. Bop. I'm sorry.
I probably did write this lesson out around the same time as that song came out. So.
Did you say hi to R2, R3 Locking Up? What's up, Tony?
He only phones you, so I kind
I'm
of
still not going to call him Al.
no, not even though Paul Simon said you could.
He calls me, but he always calls me from his garage where apparently he sells stolen bicycle parts or something. He's like the stolen bicycle fence of Chicago.
Right. All right. So lines 1 and 3 are guitar part 1. Lines 2 and 4 are guitar part 2. So guitar part 1 is this.
Oh, go ahead. So you
Okay.
want me to play the other chords along
No,
with
I
that?
want you to play both bits so we know what we're doing.
I don't know what the second bit was. What was it? And what? I can't see that.
Okay, and then it's a G where you're barring at the 3rd fret on the E and the B, and then playing the 4th fret on the G. There you go. Then an E7, but it's a D shape up at the 4th fret. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, and then the final one is A7 sus4, so D and G strings open, barring the 5th fret of the B and the E. And you just fill in the chord as you come back down. So yeah, so that's shortened E shape that we were talking about earlier. All right, so that's guitar part number 1. Guitar part 2 is just this. Then the chord you've never played before. All right,
Okay.
so now we can layer them over the top. Which one would you like to play?
That one you just played.
Part 2? All right, so let's count ourselves in, because now we're going to see how the latency works. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you want me to count?
Yeah, go for it. Let's do it.
1, 2, 7, 9. 1, 2, oh, we can't be that far off. Wow, no, we can't be that far off.
I think we can.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Wow! I
Yeah.
don't understand that.
The latency's weird, right?
We're a half a second apart playing
Yep.
together, but to the backing track, we're right on.
Yep. Weird,
Wow.
isn't it? Yeah, actually playing together in real time is where you notice where the limitations are. There you go. No, 2 lead guitar players playing in unison. Dogpire is called a minor second. Anyway, so yes, we can do, and it's kind of like the same methodology as like, using a capo to play a different guitar part, right? So you played that E7 that you've never played before in your life. If I put my capo at the 4th fret, all right. So count me in. You play an E7 and I'll play an E7, but my E7 doesn't look like an E7.
1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and 4 and 1. You're like coming in the and 1 E and a 2.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm playing a C7 shape, but I'm capoed at the 4th fret, so it's an E7. So, and that way, when you're like double tracking, guitar parts in the studio, it's kind of useful to be able to.
So when you're talking chord inversions, like there's an A major bar chord, right?
Yep.
So if I take off the E string and the A string, then I've got that.
And A is still your lowest note, so it's
right.
not
Or-
inverted.
Well, okay, that. Like
Yep.
from
okay, so if you Yep, exactly. So that would be an A/C sharp, which would be an A major first inversion. So it's putting the 3rd in the bass. Yeah, and there's that the E7. There are so many cool chords that are just created by moving
right.
first. Like you take a C and slide it up 2 frets.
Or the Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to play Zeppelin.
Good.
Sorry.
As long as you didn't mean to. Might have to suspend you. All right. As always, if anybody's interested, they can have PDFs of their stuff we just been done talking about. My email is in the description, so yeah, just drop me a line. I'll send you a PDF. And yeah, let's do E minor.
Steve.
Shut up.
Shut up. Well done there, youngster.
Likewise, buddy. Buddy. Hi.
I know everybody in the chat is pretty familiar with the show, but yes, the keyboard is changing colors all back. So,
For free.
and that is an exclusive on Guitar Talk.
Yes.
I didn't program it. I didn't click on the 3 dots,
Nope.
Sandra. So
It was like a happy accident. Yeah. Damn right. All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more.
Woo!
Woo. I'm gonna. Should we go mellow?
keep calling my Schecter buttocks and anal and stuff like that, man. You kids are mean, man.
Oh man, the kids, they can be so cruel, can't they?
By the way, I get my next neck slicing in 5 days. So Friday, Saturday,
yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, it's
so I don't know if
Wednesday,
I don't know if I'll be able to do next Friday.
So you're getting
or
garroted
Sunday.
on hump day.
Well, I don't know how they, go in to make my penis more girth by going in my throat, but they're the doctors, man. And I just don't know why him and the anesthesiologist both have to have their pants down.
Right? Yeah.
But they got the degrees on their wall.
Well, that's the thing. If you got the plaques and not just on
Yeah.
your teeth, then
Ah.
you're doing all right. Yeah.
Hey, look, there's
Oh.
Stephen Quinton right there. I'm looking right at it. Right there. I don't know if it helps when I point at us, but
Oh, it sure does. I don't know what you're talking about. Do we want to do E minor again? What else we got?
did you see up here, GC Kerplunk is now displayed on my
I know.
Operation the Zare, and we got to figure out how we're going to do an Operation
And I
Super
thought
Chat.
I almost had my second camera set up today, but then I didn't. So
They just told me to be careful with mine. Be careful with what? Your penis?
yes, probably. All right, A minor.
Ah. A lot of delay. Sandra.
Thank you, Sandra. Bye, bye.
I've been challenged.
I hear that. It's building up to it. I feel it. I feel it.
Fucker.
quite what I was expecting. There you go. I was all right.
Yeah, that was kind of like Miami Vice, kind of.
It was, yeah. It was like late 80s, early 90s.
Didn't really make
Synth
my nipples erect. Didn't have the groove to play Frosty.
Well, you still,
Wallow was like,
you kind of sort
I
of
kind
did
of snuck
though.
it in there the
You
next
did
day.
kind of sort of, yeah. You know, I don't think you can be too hard on yourself on that one. You know what I mean?
That's what she used to say to me all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing though.
That was the fastest 2 minutes in sports. That was not Jan Hammer enough. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it was like Jan Hammer always added a little something, a little something.
Yeah.
Holy moly, that's my son. My son is in the chat, everyone, buddy.
Well, I like him already. Put that up there. Put that up.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah, right? Yeah, your pa's kind of a dick. But dude, I suspend him from the show like all the time, and I let him back on. It's like, okay.
Yep, it's your own silly fault.
So is he a musician?
Yes. Yeah, and a drummer.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, a musician and a drummer. Yeah, he plays guitar and plays drums. And is actually gigging in a band as a drummer. I just haven't had the opportunity to, because they're sort of like in that weird like youth scene where it's like gigs happen like with 2 hours notice kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's an all ages party at so-and-so's house. It's like, okay. And he's tried to let me know, but every time he's had a gig, I've been like either out of town or like right in the middle of something, and I can't get away. So hopefully one of these days I'm going to actually get to see him rock out behind the kit, which would be really cool.
Yeah, my kid did the punk rock thing back in the day, you know. He calls me one day and said, hey, we got this gig at this club. Can I borrow your 1981 Les Paul Custom? No.
Well, here we go. E minor. Let's wrap it up with an E minor. Just so you can
Yes, boss.
sleep easy tonight. Are you ready?
Yes.
Wow.
I need some wah.
Oh, probably.
Damn, that sounds kind of like that 19-minute point.
Well, it ain't. There is a 26-minute version, but I didn't go for that. Maybe next time.
Whoops! You hear me bend that off the fretboard?
I kind of liked it, though. You're almost getting frosty.
I know. Is there a fucking groove here or what?
Let's hope so. All right, let's go B minor. Ready? Oh, look, it's got drums and everything. Yeah, that wasn't going anywhere fast.
Look, I got a whammy pedal.
Who needs a yaya when you got a squeak? I learned that from Boombox.
That is a B note. You gotta fit a talk show or cartoon in there somewhere.
There's many tracks you could play that note over, but this isn't one of them.
Well, you're always one fret away from a good
Yeah.
note.
Amazing, isn't it?
This is amazing.
I tell you, the way you swap fingers on there is amazing.
Thanks, John, but my name's not Steve.
Today's new trick is we don't.
Well, I was down here thinking about the, and there's no way I'm going to get my pinky up to the 12th fret.
Wow.
I'm just stealing your shit, man.
I know, man. But it's what it's there for.
That's right.
It's what we do. Put it out there, let people steal it. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Jimmy Butter, Ryan, Zach Dong, and John DeShangan again. Thanks for tuning in, Round Eye.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it.
I think that's it too. I can't
think
believe
that's
I've been here. Is it an hour and 20 or just 120 minutes? Because I have yet to go pee.
Well, it's an hour and 20, which is less than 120.
Oh, okay.
Unless are you doing metric hours again?
I don't know. It says 120.
Yeah.
47.
So it's, well, one is 60, so 60 plus 20 is 80. It's not 120. Anyway, I know, right?
You and your math.
I know. All the arithmetics and
Math is hard. I did really, really well in math. I liked math. I liked numbers.
Right on. Well,
Anyway.
I'm very, very pleased to see everybody here. Thank you very much for all the kind words and just taking part in the chat, everybody. Beautiful to see my boy in here. It's fantastic. And, yeah, I think that's about it. I think it's time for a dash, and don't you?
I'm probably not going to be here next Friday or Sunday. It depends on how I feel. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, last time you did much better than you expected, so we'll see how you do.
Yeah, and I know what to expect.
Yeah.
And
if you just have to come on with the, okay, it's like a zoo, then we can do that, you know.
Yeah. And my boobs are going to look so compelling. Just wait.
Yeah. With the amount of government money they're putting into them, wow.
Let's bring the dachshund on. It's a dachshund playing a bench. He's actually got better timing.
Right.
Yeah.
And a tutu.
He's probably playing with